Happening today, the Ohio State ROTC honoring Coach Woody Hayes. This event brought out Athletic Director Ross Bjork and two-time Heisman winner Archie Griffin. Also, 10 TV's Dom Tiberi, who emceed this ceremony today with some people who knew Coach Hayes quite well. Good to see you, Dom.
Good to see you. And you know, this is a cool building here. It's right next to the OSU ice rink, just down from St. John Arena, the ROTC building. It's been here over 100 years. I remember back in the early 80s coming here, Coach Hayes had an office, and our old sports director, Moose, and I would often interview Coach Hayes. Today, though, was a special day as a painting of the coach was unveiled, and a saying of his was unveiled here in the ROTC building. You know, Coach Hayes was in the United States Navy, and you know, there's cool things you get to do, but to be able to MC this event, pretty cool. Numerous dignitaries on hand, as you mentioned, Ross Bjork, the only two-time Heisman Trophy winner, Archie Griffin, former players and coaches like Todd Alice and John Johnson that made it all happen. And we are live now here at the ROTC building, the one and only Archie Griffin and Major Conway, who heads up the Army here at the ROTC building. Arch, you know, you think about, and you said something funny, Woody would not have liked this attention today, would he?
He certainly wouldn't. He didn't like praise. And it was kind of funny that that's all we did today was praise him because he deserved it.
You know, Major Conway, you think about, and first of all, thank you for your service, and you think about all the cool things that are at this campus, but the fact that the coach had an office here, and I know when people come, parents and potential cadets, they all want to see Woody's office, and it was just down the hall. But, you know, you think about what he did for football, and much of what he did, the military was very much influenced a lot of what he did.
It was. We have a lot of our alumni, especially in that time frame, talk back about how Woody would stop and talk with them. He was guest speaker for our events, mill ball, stuff like that. But he had such a significant impact, especially with the Naval and Army cadets and midshipmen back then, that those like senior officers and generals now, they look back fondly at the leadership that he instilled, and they weren't on the football team. He just went out of his way as a coach to do that.
You know, Archie, one of your former teammates, Greg Storr, who's, you know, an amazing artist and played football for Ohio State, and I look at the coach with that little crook in his way he's look. You saw that when you played for him, and usually what was going to come out of his mouth was not good, was it?
That's right. That's a great likeness of Coach Hayes, and I admire what Greg Storr did. Matter of fact, I know he did that with love. The way that he put that portrait together of Woody, certainly outstanding.
You said something too today, you know, pay forward, and you know, that's what you encourage everyone to do. Pay for. You can't pay them back. We can pay forward.
We can pay forward, and that's what Woody taught all of us. Pay forward. And one of the things I love about Ohio Stadium, when you go in Ohio Stadium, they've got a pay forward society, and I think to me that's in memory of Coach Woody Hayes, because that's what he talked about all the time.
Major, last thing, this sign, Woody's words in this picture, that's going to be here on display for good now, right?
It is. It's not going anywhere as long as this building's here. So all of our future cadets, midshipmen, will be able to see it. And as they, you know, move on and become officers in their branches, they'll be able to take this with them.
Well, thank you again for your service. And the one and only two-time Heisman Trophy winner. I said some nice things about him today. I said he's the greatest football player in Ohio State history. Name me another that won 2 Heismans. Go ahead, Ange. I'm waiting.
My mouth is silent, man. Some greats right there with you, Dom. Fantastic stuff.